Is Care for the Planet Part of Human Evolution? By Dave Marsland of Cardiff Theosophical Society. The question of whether care for the planet is part of human evolution is a complex and multifaceted issue that has garnered significant attention in recent years. In order to address this question, it is important to consider various aspects of human evolution, including the development of cognitive abilities, social structures, and the impact of human activities on the environment. Also, it should be noted that technological advances have made us the only species capable of determining the destiny of the planet and also of determining our own evolution. To begin, it is essential to examine the evolutionary perspectives on human behaviour and the ways in which our species has adapted to its environment over time. Evolutionary psychology suggests that human behaviours and traits have evolved as a result of natural selection, with the ultimate goal of enhancing the survival and reproductive success of individuals. From this perspective, behaviours that promote the well-being of the environment could be seen as adaptive, as they contribute to the sustainability of resources and habitats necessary for human survival. One argument in favour of the idea that care for the planet is part of human evolution is rooted in the concept of kin selection. This theory posits that individuals are more likely to exhibit altruistic behaviours towards their relatives as they share a proportion of their genetic material. In the context of environmental conservation, individuals may be motivated to protect and preserve natural resources and ecosystems that support the well-being of their kin and future generations. This perspective aligns with the notion that humans have evolved to prioritise the interests of their social groups, including the broader ecological communities to which they belong. Blavatsky Theosophy promotes the idea of interconnectedness and unity with nature. This emphasises the importance of caring for the planet as a way to maintain balance and harmony in the world. Theosophists often view nature as a sacred entity that must be respected and protected. By incorporating these principles into their daily lives, individuals can cultivate a deeper sense of responsibility towards the environment and contribute to the well-being of the planet. Blavatsky Theosophy also posits that human evolution is inseparable from the evolution of the planet, and that the Earth is a living entity with its own consciousness. From the perspective of our evolution through root races or mass reincarnations of humanity in the current cosmic era or globe, we may be facing an important lesson that we need to learn regarding that technology that we are able to create and our relationship with the systems that support life on the planet. Another important aspect to consider is the evolution of human cognition and its role in shaping our relationship with the environment. The development of complex cognitive abilities, such as problem-solving, language and symbolic thought, has enabled humans to perceive and understand the natural world in increasingly sophisticated ways. This cognitive evolution has also facilitated the emergence of cultural practices and belief systems that influence human attitudes and behaviours towards the environment. One argument supporting the idea that care for the planet is part of human evolution is based on the cognitive capacity for future-orientated thinking. Humans have the ability to anticipate the long-term consequences of their actions and to plan for the well-being of future generations. This cognitive capacity may have played a crucial role in the development of environmental stewardship practices as individuals recognise the importance of preserving natural resources and ecosystems for the benefit of future human populations. Furthermore, the evolution of human language and communication has been instrumental in shaping our understanding of the natural world and our ability to convey knowledge about environmental conservation across generations. Through the transmission of ecological knowledge and cultural values, humans have perpetuated a collective awareness of the importance of caring for the planet as an integral part of their identity and survival as a species. In addition to individual cognitive processes, the evolution of human social structures and cooperative behaviours has significant implications for our capacity to care for the planet. Human societies have developed complex systems of cooperation, reciprocity and collective decision-making, which have enabled them to address shared challenges and sustain their communities over time. Another argument in support of the idea that care for the planet is part of human evolution is rooted in the concept of cultural evolution. As human societies have evolved, they have developed diverse cultural norms, values and institutions that shape attitudes and behaviours towards the environment. These cultural systems have often incorporated ecological wisdom and ethical frameworks that emphasise the interconnectedness of humans and nature, as well as the importance of responsible stewardship of the Earth's resources. Furthermore, the evolution of social norms and institutions has facilitated collective action for environmental conservation. Through mechanisms such as governance systems, environmental policies, and grassroots movements, human societies have demonstrated their capacity to mobilise efforts to protect and restore ecosystems, mitigate environmental degradation, and promote sustainable practices. This collective action reflects a deep-seated commitment to caring for the planet as a fundamental aspect of human social organisation and well-being. While there are compelling arguments in favour of the idea that care for the planet is part of human evolution, it is also important to acknowledge the significant impact that human activities have had on the environment throughout history. The exponential growth of human populations, technological advancements, and the expansion of industrialisation have led to widespread environmental degradation, habitat destruction, and depletion of natural resources. The rise of agriculture and urbanisation has transformed landscapes and ecosystems, leading to deforestation, soil erosion, and loss of biodiversity. The Industrial Revolution and the subsequent increase in fossil fuel consumption have contributed to air and water pollution, climate change, and global environmental crises. These human-induced environmental changes have raised questions about the compatibility of modern human societies with the principles of ecological sustainability and care for the planet. Arne Nice, a Norwegian philosopher and environmentalist, introduced the concept of deep ecology, which emphasises the intrinsic value of all living beings, not just their utility to humans. He believed that humans are just one part of a complex ecosystem and that we should strive for a harmonious relationship with nature. Nice's ideas suggest that caring for the planet is not just a moral or ethical obligation, but also an essential part of human evolution as it shapes our understanding of our place in the world and our responsibility towards it. Deep ecology is a philosophical perspective that emphasises the interconnectedness of all living beings and the intrinsic value of nature. Proponents of deep ecology argue that we have reached a dire situation regarding the state of the planet because we have treated the planet as a resource to serve us rather than seeing ourselves as part of the ecosystem. This perspective challenges the traditional anthropocentric view that places human interests above those of other species and the environment. Deep ecology calls for a fundamental shift in how humans relate to the natural world, advocating for a more harmonious and sustainable coexistence with all living beings. In light of the complex interplay between human evolution and environmental impact, it is essential to consider how we can reconcile these seemingly contradictory dynamics. One approach is to recognise that human evolution has endowed our species with a remarkable capacity for adaptability, innovation and problem solving. These evolutionary traits can be harnessed to develop sustainable technologies, conservation strategies and ethical frameworks that align with the imperative of caring for the planet. Moreover, the recognition of the interconnectedness of human well-being and environmental health can serve as a catalyst for transformative change. By acknowledging the ways in which environmental degradation undermines human health, livelihoods and cultural heritage, individuals and societies can cultivate a deeper sense of responsibility towards the planet and its inhabitants. This holistic perspective reflects an understanding that the well-being of humans and the health of the planet are inextricably linked, and that caring for the planet is not only a matter of evolutionary heritage, but also a moral and existential imperative. In conclusion, the question of whether care for the planet is part of human evolution encompasses a broad range of considerations, including evolutionary psychology, cognitive development, social organisation, and the impact of human activities on the environment. While there are compelling arguments in favour of the idea that caring for the planet is deeply rooted in human evolutionary history, it is clear that contemporary human societies face significant challenges in reconciling their evolutionary heritage with the imperative of environmental conservation. By drawing on insights from multiple disciplines and embracing a holistic perspective, we can strive to cultivate a deeper understanding of our role as stewards of the planet and work towards a more sustainable and harmonious coexistence with the natural world.